Hi everyone, in this video we're going to look at how to add action buttons to our Facebook business page, and we're also going to look at how to add a call to action button to a post or to a boosted post or an ad. There is a very slight difference between action buttons and call to action buttons. They perform the same function really. It's all about the context. The difference really is the context where they're actually seen. First of all, I can't actually see any action buttons when I'm logged in as me on my Facebook business page. And you won't be able to either when you're logged in as you on your Facebook business page. But you can click on these three little dots here, the More button, and you can click on View As. And what that will do is it will take you out and let you view the page as others would view it when you're not logged into your page. This is how other people will see my page. So by default, you always have a message action button. That's always going to be enabled by default on your Facebook business page, provided that you have messaging enabled, which it always is by default. But you can add one more action button. Now you can only add one more. There are quite a few different types of action buttons that you can add to your page, and you can change them as well as your needs change. You can see now that I have a Call Now button added to my page. And what this will allow me, specifically, it will allow customers to my page or followers to my page to very quickly call me. So if somebody is looking at this on their mobile phone, they can immediately hit the Call Now button, and what will happen is their phone will literally call my number, whatever number I have set up, without them having to open up their phone's dialer app and copy a number in. There's no faffing about trying to remember numbers or write it down on a piece of paper and then type it in or copy it and paste it. Remember, the whole point of an action button is to enable people to very quickly perform an action. Contact you, send you an email, visit an online shop, book something, reserve something, whatever it is. So the action buttons are really useful. The action button is always seen, whatever action button you have added and your default message button, they'll always be at the top of your Facebook business page. So it'll be very easy for people to find them and then to perform the action that the button allows them to perform. In this case, Call Now button. I'm going to go back, click on Exit View As, so I can go back to me. And I'm now viewing the page as me again, so I can't see my action buttons. But if I click on these three dots, you'll see that it says Edit Action Button. I'm going to delete the button that's there. And this is what it will look like when you go to add an action button for the first time. We click on the three dots and it simply says Add Action Button. So that's what I'll do. I'll left click on Add Action Button. It just gives you a little pop-up and a blurb saying try it, so we're going to try it. And you've got three categories of action buttons that you can choose from. You've got to help people support you, and here are the action buttons in that category. You've got to get people to contact you, and here are the action buttons in that category. And finally, link to your group or app, and you've got quite a few options to choose from there. I'm going to click on Send Email. I want to add a Send Email action button so that when people press it, they can very, very quickly send me an email. So I select that one and I click on Next. And I now need to type in an email address that I can actually use for my business address. So I'm going to type in Jay Whelan, my Tipperary ETB email address. And that's coming up as a valid email. Click on Save. And it's as simple as that. Now, we still can't see the action button, but don't forget you'll need to view the page externally if you like. You could also have your business page open in another browser. I often find that very useful. A totally different browser. I'm in, what am I in here? I'm in Chrome. So you could have your business page open in, let's say, Edge or Firefox or any other browser and simply not be logged into it. That's normally what I do here, but it's just too difficult to do with the multi-monitor setups and dragging windows around. So it's easier for me to just click on the three dots and go to View As. Now I still can't see, I can see the old action button that I'd added, and this will usually happen. You'll have to hit the Reload button, which is up here on your browser's toolbar, or you can hit F5 on your keyboard. So if I hit Reload and hit Reload again on the pop-up which appears, I can now see that I have a Send Email action button. And what will happen is when customers or followers to my page hit that Send Email button, their default email program, whatever that is, it's probably going to be Outlook if they're on a Windows machine, that will open up, and the email address that I have used, that I've specified for my business email address will be automatically inserted in the to field, and then all they'll have to do is type the email and send it. So it'll be very, very quick. Again, there's no messing about trying to write down or copy and paste email addresses. Don't forget, the whole point of an action button is to make it as easy and as convenient as possible for people to perform that action. So I'm going to click on Exit View As, and we'll just click on the three dots again, and this time it says Edit Action Button, not Add Action Button, because remember, we can only add one action button on top of the action button that's already there, the default one, which is the messaging button. So I'm going to click on Edit Action Button, so I can delete the button or I can change it to a totally different type of button, and that's what I'm going to do now. If I click on Change Button, and this time I'll choose Call Now, and I'll click on Next. And what they want you to do is enter a phone number, and by default it's always going to be the US access code. So I'll click on the down arrow here, and I'll press I on my keyboard, which will jump down in the list of countries beginning with I. There's Ireland, the 353, and then I put in a valid phone number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just put in anything there. So it's the format is valid. I'm sure it's a valid number. I'm sure somebody has that number, but we'll click on Save. And there we go. Now again, don't forget we won't be able to see the action button, so we need to click on the dots and go to View As. I'm still seeing the old action button, but you will until you hit the reload button or hit F5 in your keyboard. Hit reload again, and there we are. There's the Call Now button. So again, if a customer or follower to the page visits my Facebook business page, they'll see that action button. They can press the Call Now button and their phone will immediately dial that number and they'll get to talk to me. It's all about making it as quick and convenient as possible for people to perform that action. So that's an action button, very, very easy to add. In the next section of this video, we're going to look at call to action buttons, which perform exactly the same role, really. They allow followers to very quickly perform a specific action, but the difference is the context. It's where they're seen. The call to action buttons are not seen up here. They're specifically seen in the bottom right hand corner of a post or an ad. So in the next section, I'm going to create a post and I'm going to add an action button, a call to action button to that post.